Zvi Kogan's funeral procession is actually now being held in Israel, in Kfar Chabad. Zach, you are at the scene right now. Show us what is happening on the ground there. How many people have showed up this evening?
You know what, how about this? I'll step out of frame so that you can see just how many people, hundreds of people are here. They're waiting for some of the main delegates are being sat here in the risers. But this crowd with an additional screen set up here in attendance for this service that is set to begin in any moment. What we've learned by some of the event organizers, they were anticipating that there would be some prominent figures within the Knesset, Israeli ministers that would come, but the Knesset is reportedly still in session. So the expectation that there was going to be some high-profile officials here tonight is starting to fade. The organizers don't feel like they're going to see those in attendance who they believed might have been coming. We don't have a specific list of those names, but some of the usual suspects, I'm told. For the service that's set to begin, the speaking here, speaking order is going to include his father of this 28-year-old, very young man. Is set to speak. His brother's here. His rabbi in New York has flown into Israel for this and will speak as well and be performing some of the prayers. And then from what organizers have told us, as this service wraps up, his body will be driven to Jerusalem about an hour with the family. They'll hold those final moments and begin their 7-day mourning period. So the news cycle as it's progressed, or how things have changed so rapidly this week, to the initial reports of his disappearance, to the discovery of his body, and to the arrests. A very quick, succinct timeline here, which, as you speak to folks, there is some appreciation that as they're holding this service, despite the horrible circumstances and knowing how much this means to the community, there is some solace that this is not an open investigation, that the killers aren't on the loose, that there have been arrests made. Of course, there's still due process to be had. And folks want to see that evidence and know that the true killers have been caught. But knowing that this has somewhat reached some conclusions, at least in the UAE, with arrests made, it makes this a bit of a different moment here tonight, a service that was going to happen regardless.